What is up, everyone? In this video, I'll tell you my favorite Genshin team. I'll show you 4. Don't mention the names, okay? My team name is not that great, to be honest. Okay, here we go. My first and most used team. I am using Zhongli, Diluc, Bennett, and Xingqiu. Wow, nothing special, right? But here's the catch. Have you ever wondered why your computer was lagging sometimes? Besides the fact that your computer might be outdated, you should consider changing your web browsers to speed up your game. Opera GX allows customizations. Pick the theme, wallpapers, and colors, or make your own. Animated wallpapers include some cool stuff, so you should check them out as well. GX Control allows you to limit the network bandwidth used by the browser to gain performance in games and streams. You can clearly see the difference here with other browsers. You can log into Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music directly from the sidebar in Opera GX. Whenever you start watching a video or audio in your browser, player automatically pauses and then automatically resumes once the tab is finished. Thanks to Opera GX for sponsoring this video. What are you waiting for? Go download Opera GX now to support your boy Tenha. Download link in the video description down below. My Diluc is using the Unforged. And because I'm using the Unforged, I have paired Diluc with Zhongli. And this team had been working out pretty well. Zhongli, I have him at Burst Support build. I gave him a lot of critical rate, critical damage. So every time he drops a meatball, he does like 100k damage. With, of course, Staff of Homa R1. Imagine if he had R5. But because I have him at C6, I found it really hard for me to drop his HP below 50%. With his shield, he always heals. So, there's that. Bennett. One of the best character in Genshin Impact. It was MiHoYo's mistake to make Bennett. He is the best sub DPS, best main DPS at C6. You're not gonna like that. But at C6, his auto becomes Pyro. You can use E every 2 seconds. Basically a better Diluc. I hate to say this, but I have to admit it. Bennett is really good when you have a lot of investments in him. I see that a lot of people go for HP percentage, circlet, anything like that. Just because you want more healing on him, that's a waste. I have made a lot of Bennett videos on my YouTube channel telling you guys to go for DPS build. But hey, you do you. But I really suggest you to go for DPS build. He will still heal well, he will do a lot of damage, and you're gonna be like, wow, I've been missing out, what the fuck? Trust me, a lot of people sent me a lot of DMs after I made that DPS Bennett video. They're like, hey, thank you so much for opening my eyes. I hope you try it too. And Xingqiu, best friend for your Pyro DPS. Mostly for Diluc or Hu Tao yet. Other characters, their attack speed is too fast, so it doesn't really fit them. So for example, Yoimiya, Klee, or Yanfei. Yanfei's particle just travels so fast, it just doesn't work on her. So that is my first team. Now my second favorite team is Eula, Raiden Shogun, Kujo Sara, and Kokomi. I found this team out in the last video when I was doing a Spare Abyss. Female team versus man team. This is pretty good. Well, only probably because Raiden Shogun and Eula, they're both C6. But even if you have them all at C0, that's totally fine. Your Raiden Shogun should be able to compensate the lack of energy charge for Eula. And not only that, but Raiden's E helps you do more damage for your other characters' elemental burst damage, right? So, it's really good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you these two teams in Spare Abyss, floor 12, where it's always a DPS check. Shield up. Meatball. Non-crit. Nice. Thank you, Zhongli shield. I'm protected. Shield up. Meatball. I don't see any crits here. What the heck? The reason why I used auto before I used my ult was because of, obviously, for the Hydro Sword, right? Okay, that is my first chamber team. The weakness of that team is that I do not have Cryo in that team. So when needed, I sometimes swap out Bennett with Cryo characters. Sometimes Ganyu. Okay, use E first. C6 Yula. Did I not hit that? Okay, nice jump. I'll get him next time. I'm not doing this to attack those Hydro Mimics. Okay, here we go. There you go. Pretty neat, huh? I wish I just had them at C0 so that you guys can actually believe me. Because you guys are visual learners, right? Next team. This is a team. You might think, what the f***? That's not a team. But it is. Hotel, Xingqiu, that is a team. So, this is basics. This is how you would be building teams. So, you would have Hotel, Xingqiu first, right? Or Diluc, or any DPS that you would like to use with Xingqiu. After that, you put on top of it. So, right now, I can notice that there is no healer. Well, Xingqiu kind of heals, but he's not the main healer, right? So, we're missing a healer, and we're also missing Cryo. So, you take a look at what's in the Spare Abyss, and then you put on stuff, and everything would work. So, for example, let's say you have to fight against Cryo Hypostasis. Then you're okay, right? Because you have Hotel, so you can put anything in there. How about Pyro Hypostasis, where Hotel would do nothing? We have Xingqiu, yeah, but he cannot continuously proc Hydro damage, right? So you could actually use either Kakomi, you can also use Mona, Tartaglia, Barbara even, because you have enough damage, right? So, one more thing you need to worry about is that Pyro Hypostasis. It's always Pyro, so you cannot do any damage with Pyro element. So, I know that Xingqiu kinda does a lot of damage, but not good enough, usually. So, besides that one support, in an extreme case, you would be using Barbara, right? Let's say you use Barbara. Then you look at your team and see, what does the most damage in my team? If you have built your Ganyu, Ganyu would be doing a lot of damage, yes? So after that, do you have Keqing? Keqing would even work. So because you have Barbara, now you have a healer, a character that can also consistently do Hydro damage. So after that, use whatever. You want protection? You can use protection. You need Cryo? You put Cryo. Ayaka, Ganyu. Yula would also work. That's additional damage on top of Hotel. And especially when you need to go against Pyro Hypostasis, Yula would help you out a lot. So because my thought process was, I took out Hotel out, assuming that she can't do any damage. Xingqiu is not so consistent by himself. So with Barbara, she would heal, but you're lacking other element damage. So besides Hotel, you add anything that does damage that is not Pyro. That's how you'd be building team. And let's move on to the fourth team. This is the highlight. And I would like to shout Zazef out. He streams on Twitch. He also has a YouTube channel. It is ZAJEF77. He needs donations because he's using broken headphone. If you know him, you probably know his story, but hey, please, I want you to check him out. He is the guy who watches Ziox's guide video to see if anything he has on the video is actually true or not. So, Joseph, Giga-chan, he's actually the mastermind of all behind that nice guide. Much respect for Ziox as well. He brings all those nice guides to the community. Anyhow, Rosaria, Kaya, Bennett, and Xiangling. Who would have thought? So we're gonna go ahead and see how this team works. And because I want to see the effect of the other three characters, I'm gonna be taking out Miss Splitter Reforged to something like Festering Desire. I'm lacking a lot of base attack here, okay? That's gonna help you see the effect of the other three characters. Let's go into the floor 12 to see if this team actually is legit. Alright, here we go. My Bennett is freaking weak. Make sure you're using Xiangling's Q on top of Bennett's Q, especially when you're using Energy Recharge Sands or Elemental Mastery Sands. You need that attack bonus snapshot. Use Xiangling on top of Bennett's ult for that attack snapshot. Alright, that was pretty clean. Bonus team. No. Good team. Anyhow, those are my favorite teams in Genshin Impact. And let me know in the comment section what team you like to use, whether if you have a choice or not. You know, sometimes there are some F2Ps that has recently built a team because Genshin had been out for 1 year and they probably have around 4 to 5 5-star characters if they only went for character banners. So, hey, I hope this video made you feel smile if you had any of those team that you currently use for Spare Abyss. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Adios.